أهلا وسهلا فيكم في مطبخ لولو. Welcome to Lulu's Kitchen. Our recipe for today is eggplant feta with pomegranate molasses. This is a really very traditional recipe and you can do it with many kinds of vegetables like okra, like molokhia. You can make it with chicken, with meat. It's lovely for Ramadan dishes. It's lovely for events, big events. If you have like a big family dinner for 50 people, it's really beautiful. It feeds many people as you can. So first of all, the onions, we are just gonna caramelize the onions. Okay, we're just gonna add some oil in the pot. Here you go. Ta-da! Okay, we have to wait for the oil to heat up. Okay, make sure that when you put the onions, the oil is really hot, so it's easier to caramelize the onions. I remember that I did this recipe in Top Chef when I was on Top Chef Middle East 2010, and it was one of the best dishes. So here we go. Actually today we are doing it a bit different. We're doing it like finger food. We're gonna serve it in these little cups with layers of bread, eggplant, yogurt, pomegranate. It's gonna look really yummy. When you have guests, you want to present it like finger food, you can put just spoons and go around with a tray. It looks amazing. It looks so fresh. The colors are so bright because you have the pomegranate, the tomatoes, and then you have, if you want to decorate with some parsley, it really looks amazing. So now it's about time to put the onions. We can see that the oil is really hot. Add our onions. See the onions? See the noise? Shh. Okay. Now this time here we need our onions to change the color. We need the onions to caramelize. Some of my students ask me, like, how do you make the onions so crispy and crunchy? An idea is to put some flour or some corn flour and to deep fry them. I think this is, it makes the onions really crispy. Here I don't really need the onions to be crispy, I just need it to change the color, to caramelize. Okay, meanwhile, I just explained to my students that we have to have time management. By the time these will caramelize, it will take a bit of time. Now I can just prepare my yogurt mixture. It's yogurt and tahini, tahini or tahina. It's made out of seeds, sesame seeds. I'm gonna just grind, the my garlic, and of course I don't put 1 garlic, 2 garlic, 3 garlic, maybe 10 garlic, maybe 20 garlic, doesn't matter. It depends on how much garlic you like. I like a lot of garlic, so I'll put for this quantity around 3 or 4 garlic. But I will leave 1 garlic to be added into this one. A spoon to mix my feta. This has preparation that can be done. This recipe has preparation that can be done from before. You can fry the eggplant like I did. You can fry the pine nuts as well. You can fry the breads. The bread has to be fried and not grilled because it gives a different taste. Instead of eggplant, or with eggplant, you can make any other kinds of vegetables like potatoes. You can add potatoes, you can add zucchini, you can add peppers, the red peppers, green pepper, yellow pepper. It's very colorful. You can add that to your eggplant. So this is a way to make our kids love vegetables. Okay, I want my onions to caramelize, not to burn. So just be careful, I don't want them to get burnt. Because if you burn them, you'll throw them, you can't cook with them. So now they're caramelized, I just remove them and just straight away put the garlic on top. Okay, and add the tomatoes. If you want to stop the onions from cooking, you just add something to it, so it will stop it from cooking. And then put it back on the stove. The smell is wow. The garlic is so amazing. Okay, we're just gonna add some pomegranate molasses and some tomato paste. I always tell my students that the tomato paste is for the color, and we use it for the color, and the fresh tomatoes we use it for the taste because it gives a lot of flavor. That's why we use the fresh tomato. And then the dips rumman. Ta-da! Okay. Now here is the tricky part. We need to leave this, of course we're gonna season it first with salt. Okay, now we're just gonna cover this and leave it for 20 minutes. This is really important. We leave this for 20 minutes until it gets thickened. Okay, we can add a bit of water, just maybe 1/4 cup, and just close that and leave it for 20 minutes. This step is really important because I want my paste to be thick. I want a thick paste. I don't want just a runny sauce. I want a thick sauce, okay? When this is done, we're just gonna put our bread in the serving plate, and then we're gonna put the eggplant, the sauce on top of it, the yogurt, and then we're gonna decorate with pine nuts and pomegranate. So now we come to the interesting part and the lovely part, which is the food plating, okay? Like we said before, we're doing this feta like a finger food. This you can serve at room temperature or serve it hot, cold, whatever you want. So first thing you put here is the bread, the fried bread, a bit of fried bread. Okay, now we put some eggplants. We have to add a bit of salt on the eggplant, okay? Because there's not enough salt in the sauce itself. I always put a bit of salt. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a bit from the sauce just to make it easier when I serve, like this, and then mix it. Okay, a bit more because the sauce is really good. Okay, and the last part is the yogurt. Make sure that the yogurt is silky. You just whip it with a whisk and then put it that way. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Now I'll add my pomegranate. This way. And my pine nuts. I love pine nuts. And the last, I'm gonna put some onions. Bravo! And here we go for today. We have the eggplant pomegranate feta. Very delicious, very nice, and I hope you like it. Bye-bye.